Welcome to the Jost video troubleshooting the JSK 37 series fifth wheel. In this video, we will cover the cause and correction of issues that may result in hard to couple and hard to uncouple scenarios. The following scenarios cover hard to couple issues. Coupling too fast can result in improper coupling. Make sure the fifth wheel picks up the trailer. Stop, then continue backing up until coupled. If the trailer is too high, lower the trailer. The fifth wheel must pick up the trailer for proper coupling. Check if the fifth wheel lock is closed. When closed, the locking bar captures the lock and is across the throat of the fifth wheel. Pull the release handle open by lifting up, forward, and then out to open the lock. Check for a bent release handle. Visually inspect and pull the release handle. If it is bent, replace it. Check if the lock is damaged or if debris is interfering with the lock operation. Have an assistant pull the release handle out while attempting to swing the lockjaw. The lockjaw should swing freely. Then lock and unlock the fifth wheel using a lock tester. Using a lube plate on the upper coupler or fifth wheel that changes the height of the kingpin can keep the fifth wheel from coupling. Inspect the kingpin length using a kingpin gauge. Check if the kingpin is bent or if the bolster plate is damaged. Check the kingpin using a Jost kingpin gauge and inspect and repair the bolster plate as required. Finally, check if the release arm or release handle pivot nuts are too tight or if the double coil spring is not installed. Review pages 6 and 7 of the rebuild procedures and repair as required. The following scenarios cover hard to uncouple issues. Check if the lock is closed. Pull the release handle open by lifting up, forward, and then out to open the lock. If you cannot pull the release handle, the tractor may be putting pressure on the lock. Set the trailer brakes, back into the trailer with the tractor, and then set the tractor brakes. Now pull the release handle. If the lock is adjusted too tight, the locking bar may jam behind the lockjaw, making the release handle hard to pull. To address this situation, you will need the assistance of another person. One person will pull the release handle after lifting the handle to the upper slot. The other person tightens the screw, which pushes the locking bar out until the handle releases. After freeing the release handle, adjust the fifth wheel following Jost adjustment procedures on page 8 of the rebuild literature. If the release handle doesn't pull, the release arm or release handle pivots are too tight. Review page 6 of the rebuild procedures and repair is required. The castellated nut should be tightened just enough to insert the cotter pin. Check if the kingpin is bent or if the bolster plate is damaged. Check the kingpin using a Jost kingpin gauge and inspect and repair the bolster plate as required. Check if the release handle notch is damaged or worn. Visually check the notch on the release handle. It should look like this. Replace as required. Check if the release handle slot in the casting is damaged or worn. Inspect the release handle slot. It should look like this. If damaged, repair or replace as required. Damage to the release handle notch or the release handle slot can be the result of two issues. If the release handle is bent, it may not properly release or knock off the casting during uncoupling, causing wear and damage. Over-tightened pivot nuts can also interfere with uncoupling, resulting in wear or damage to the release handle notch or release handle slot of the casting. Tighten the castellated pivot nut just enough to insert the cotter pin and secure the connection. For more information on Jost products, please see our website at www.jostinternational.com.